Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. This is my match reaction from the Wolves game yesterday. Whew. Good to get another win under the belt. Good to get another 3 points after the Tottenham game. Yeah, Monday mornings when you win are always better. I'm having a nice cup of tea. Feeling positive today. Yeah, it was a decent game. You know what I mean? We played really, really well. There was some good positive signs in the match that we're finally turning the corner. We had to be patient. I read some stuff about Wolves being negative and didn't really have a goal, but I thought Wolves were not a bad side. I thought they passed it about well. I think Ruben Neves in the middle is a great player for them. Podence, when he came on, was very small and lively. And at least he had a goal. I mean, that was probably their downfall, to be honest. Actually coming to the Etihad and trying to have a goal leaves the gaps and we exploit it. But no, got to give credit to Wolves. They came and tried to make a game of it. I mean, with the past results at City, Tottenham scoring 2 there, you know what I mean? Getting beat off Brentford, drawing to Everton. Maybe Wolves thought they could come and beat us there. So we've got to give them credit for coming and having a go. But the lineup's announced. No Phil Foden. Very, very strange. A lot of rumours going around. He's been dropped for this. He's been dropped for that. Can't really comment on rumours, you know what I mean? I seen that there was supposed to be a foot injury or something, but I don't know. I'm sure the news will come out this week, whether it'll be bullshit or not, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Phil's not been playing too well. You know what I mean? He come back from the World Cup. Didn't look the same, Phil Foden. He's not been involved. Do you know what I mean? Jack Grealish been keeping him out the side. When he's come on, he's not looked as sharp as he has been. So I don't know what's going on with Phil. Maybe he just needs a little bit of a rest. Maybe he needs a little bit of a reset. Maybe Pep's doing it to teach him a lesson. I don't know. Cancelo not starting again. Kyle Walker not starting again. Ruben Diaz back from injury not starting. Calvin Phillips on the bench again. Alvarez a bit unfortunate not to start, you know, after the Tottenham game. But we've got more than enough in the locker in this squad to get the job done. Game starts, typical City, as we always expect. Plenty of possession. Sorry, I'm having a brew. Plenty of possession. Jack Grealish, again, I thought he had a great game. Down the left, bringing that ball down, keeping the control, driving into the box. Riyad on the other side as well, who's really, really in form. You know, we were spraying it out wide to Riyad. He was bringing it down. I mean, I don't think there's anyone better at trapping a football. Maybe Ronaldinho, maybe Berbatov, but Riyad Mahrez bringing a football down is next level. I mean, Riyad was dangerous as well. But what I really did like is we were finally putting crosses in the box, or trying to at least. Even a few through balls through the middle that got cut out. Kevin De Bruyne tried to put one through to Haaland. Gundogan tried to put one through to Haaland. These are things in the last few games that we weren't even trying. Like I say, there was still some laboured passing around the edge of the box. There was. And I don't think we're ever going to see us spamming crosses in. But Rico Lewis making another start into the midfield was brilliant. I thought he got on the ball well in great positions. He was laying it off and moving. I think he's really, really took to that role. But sometimes Rico gets on the edge of the box and he's got a great opportunity to dink it in. Bit like the first goal, De Bruyne with a cross. That is what Rico Lewis should be doing for me. He gets on the edge. Aki gets on the edge sometimes on the other side when he plays and never puts that dink in. But, you know, it is what it is. But first half, he's drifting towards the end. Finally, Riyad brings the ball down, lays it off to De Bruyne. Quick cross from Kev. And Erling Haaland, mate, unbelievable header. Jumps, rises above the Wolves defence, powers the header in, 1-0. I mean, to all these idiots that say Erling Haaland's made us a worse team and all this crap, come on. The goals the guy's scoring is unbelievable. Another hat-trick. One more hat-trick, he's equalled Alan Shearer's record in the season. He's 100% going to do that. The guy is dangerous. He doesn't need 50, 60 touches. He doesn't need 16, fucking 17 chances like Darwin Núñez in a game. He just needs one. Put the ball in the zone and the big man's getting on the end of it. So we go in at half-time with 1-0. I thought we just looked sharper all across the pitch. I thought Ilkay Gundogan was rolling back the years. I've got to give a special mention to Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones, Johnny Stones. The king in the north, Johnny Stones, fast becoming a fan's favourite. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's absolutely brilliant at the minute. And I tell you what, Akanji alongside him, brilliant. I think Akanji, was brought in as a bit of a stopgap for the money. He's ended up playing a lot of games. And he hasn't put a foot wrong for me. He hasn't put a foot wrong. You know, I prefer Akanji to play with Diaz. I thought that was a better partnership. But I tell you what, last few games, Akanji, nobody can moan. He's come in, he's doing his job. You know, he's getting the job done. Laporte came in at the back. I think he gives us a different option coming from the back with his left foot. Emmerich did okay, no questions. Rodri again in the midfield, ticking it along. Kevin De Bruyne really ran his balls off for me. I think he really did. And going in at half-time, 1-0 was fully deserved. Better than going in 2-0 down like the last game. So everyone, South Stand, where I was happy. So it was good. Atmosphere. Pep Guardiola demanded, well, did he demand? I think he tried to get a reaction out of the fans to get the atmosphere going. Yeah, the atmosphere was better. Could it have been better? Of course it could. I spoke to the lads at the 1894 group, which is the fan group in the South Stand. I just reached out to them and said, look, if you need any help with anything to raise money for flags, banners, bodies, etc., then I'm open to helping. My platform on here, there's a lot of blues that will help. On Instagram as well, I could get to the ground an hour before, lay out some flags, banners, etc., ideas. They did get back to me. I am speaking with them. It does look like they do need a little bit of help. It looks like they've lost a lot of lads to work commitments and family commitments and things like that over the season. So I think the numbers have dwindled down. So hopefully they can get in touch, and the likes of City Extra, MCFC lads, Esteem Company, people like that can all post stuff on their channels and get this fan group back up and going. It's definitely needed. Definitely needed. I don't think you'll please everybody in the stadium with the things you do. Some people will think some of the flags are shit. Some people will think it's brilliant. I just think you just got to get on with it. Just get on with it. Get it done. Don't knock people for trying. People are trying to get the match day atmosphere going. We're trying to back the lads. You've seen a few games this season. Other teams, especially when the crowd's up, it really helps. And I'm sure the players will tell us that when that South Stand is rocking, you know, it makes a difference. So, you know, we need to do that. Second half comes out. We get the penalty. No doubt about the penalty. First half, Jack Grealish should have had a penalty. Richarlison on ball at Tottenham's a pen. Jack Grealish getting brought down is a pen. I don't know who's making the decisions, who's making the VAR, but at the end of the day, it's a pen. He's clipped him and he's gone down in the box. It's a penalty. Didn't give it. Anyway, second half, we get a penalty. Slightly worried that Riyad Mahrez was going to pick the ball up. You know, love Riyad, but penalties, for me and Riyad, we need to disagree on penalties, man. Give it the big Norwegian, you know, just give it Erling Haaland, let him take the pen, nothing daft, get it on target. Anyway, Big Earl picked it up, puts it down, smashes it, 2-0. And it's all comfy then, you know what I mean? It's all rosy in the bank, it's comfortable. Wolves never really looked like scoring. A couple of times on the counter-attack, they huffed and puffed, but they never really did out. Rico Lewis, 18-year-old, you know, starting regular for Manchester City. Kyle Walker on the bench. He's probably not gone down well with Walker. But, you know, this is what happens in football, especially when you start getting older. These young pups come in And Rico's coming with the right attitude. He's coming with the right mentality. He's coming willing to learn. And in a season where people are questioning mentality, you know, these are the players you need. I hope for a reaction for Kyle. I hope he gets his head down in training. He's a senior player. He's a big part of what we've done over the last 4 or 5 years. I hope Kyle Walker, you know, accepts the challenge. I hope him and Rico can swap and change this season. Kyle can help him. But it's good to see him. He made the change at half-time. He brought Nathan Ake on. Looked like we went more of a back four. But John Stones was all over the place in midfield as well. So you never know with Pep what formation. But, yeah, Nathan's been great. He's come in, he does his job. No fuss, nothing like that. Gets the job done. I'd like to have seen maybe Ruben Diaz come on. You know, I'd like to get Ruben back fit with the Arsenal game coming up. But I think he'll start the Arsenal game, to be honest. I think he needs minutes. And then a quick goal after that. Erling Haaland gets his hat-trick again. 4th hat-trick of the season. What is it? 24 goals in the Prem, 25 in the Prem, whatever it is. It's mad. Mistake by the Wolves keeper, who isn't a bad keeper, by the way. Don't know what he was thinking. Riyad Mahrez gets it. And what was so good about that goal is 9 times out of 10 for the last 4 seasons, Riyad Mahrez shoots there. He shoots because he sees the goal he's shooting, but he didn't. He rolled it to the big man. The big man put it in. And that, to me, was a very important part of the game, to see that Riyad is now finally doing different things to add to his game. You know, we know he's a great player. We know we can score free kicks. We know we can bring the ball down. But sometimes his decision-making, for me, is questionable. But he made the right decision. He passes it to the big man. Erling Haaland, hat-trick. We're 3-0 up. We're cruising. Everyone relax then. Relax. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But for me, the man of the match yesterday, I thought, was Jack Grealish. I thought Jack Grealish played really, really well. He was really unlucky with a goal. He had a shot, went past the keeper. Guy headed it off the line. I don't think he lost the ball. He kept us out wide, pinning us to that touchline. I think a lot of players in the game realise how good Jack Grealish is. He's great for us. You know, these people, oh, he's a flop and all that. He's not a flop. He's been one of Manchester City's best players this season, Jack. Best players. He plays 7 or 8 out of 10 regular for me all the time. And he's starting to get his foothold in this team. He's starting to become an important player in Pep's side. And this was his season. Last season, we won the league. He didn't have the greatest of seasons, but we said this is the bedding in. There's no excuses this season. And for me, he's delivering. He's getting better. But we got the win. 3 points. We're marching on. Arsenal won against United. Late goal. People saying it was lucky in that. It's not lucky. When you're going for a title and you never give in, that's the spirit you need. And Arsenal went to the end and they got the 3 points. It's going to be hard to catch them. But we're on the coattails. We're on the coattails of Arsenal, you know. There's been a couple of driplets of blood dropped in the water and there's a big blue shark lurking. We just need to smell that blood and go for it. And then you won't get us. We need to go for it. We're our own worst downfall this season. We're our own worst enemy. You know, we've shot ourselves in the foot many a time. We just need to make sure now we get on that run. All City fans know what it's like. You get the feeling in your chest when you know you go week in, week out, and you know what's coming. The fans are all galvanised with the club, and we keep it going. That's been missing the last few weeks. You know, it's been missing. But back-to-back home wins now. Tottenham, who we never win against. Yeah, we got the job done. Wolves. We've got Arsenal in the FA Cup on Friday. I've got quite a few match previews this week. Troops. I'm doing a preview with Troops. I've got a new show starting on the Football Terrace on Thursday at 5 p.m. with Terry. Me and Terry talking football. A lot of people since I left the Big Six have been, you know, saying, Steve, we need to get you back in your opinions and stuff like that. So please tune into that. Thursday, 5 p.m. on the Football Terrace. I want as many Man City fans on that as you can. Get over there, leave the comments. You know, it's all good for me. It's a new show for me, so I want plenty of support. Lee Gunner does the same show. He gets a lot of Arsenal fans in there. So to get Man City fans over there on the terrace supporting me would be brilliant. And yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. The title race has not even got going yet. There's loads of twists and turns. We've just got to keep on going. Keep picking these wins up. Keep putting the pressure on Arsenal. Don't let them have a free run at this title, you know. And then we get to the end of the season, we see where we are. The best team always wins a league. The best team doesn't always win the cup, but the best team wins the league. If Arsenal kick on and win this league, the best person that will stand up and clap him is me. You know, I said Mikel Arteta was doing things there. People called me biased and, oh, you're only saying it because he's Pep's co-man and that. But listen, I said it on the Big Six the other night. The blueprint now for clubs is Mikel Arteta. You bring a manager in who you've got faith in. You back him. You let him make the big decisions, dropping the big players. Even under pressure, you don't sack him because he could have been sacked 5 or 6 times. He's got his own men through the door. And the key is time. Time is what I kept saying. In football, nobody gets time. Graham Potter just took over Chelsea. Todd Bowley's out there throwing 500 million at mad players and they want him sacked. He's had no time to implement his style, to change it, to put his stamp on it. He's had no time. What do you want? It's instant football. Fans are so impatient. But, you know, we just got to do our job. Arsenal are doing really well. Credit to them. They're getting the flowers. We're not doing too well, but we're on the coattails, you know. Man United's title challenge lasted three days, you know, but we won't talk about that. You know, Manchester is red and all that nonsense, but they're going to win the league. But now apparently they're not going to win the league. So, yeah, that lasted long. But City's got to keep doing what they're doing. We know what we need to do. We've been here before. We've been in the trenches before. We've got to get behind this team. Friday night, FA Cup, you know, no league points at stake. We get to have a go at Arsenal. They get to have a go at us. Be interesting to see what team Pep puts out. Big up to all the City fans I met yesterday. A lot of City fans came up to me yesterday. Was talking to them. I am trying to do more content. I'm on it now. I've got my head focused. The show with Terry. I did the Big 60 the other night. I did a weekly update show. I'm doing Troops this week. I'm doing another Arsenal channel this week. I might get an Arsenal guest on here, maybe Thursday, do a preview. So I'm getting more content out there. You asked, I delivered. But listen, big up everyone supporting me. We're nearly at 15,000 on the channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Any blues that don't, please get onto them. I tell you what does help as well. A lot of Facebook groups, Man City Facebook groups. If you can share the video in there, there's a lot of blues knocking about that have never watched my content. So it'd be good to get some new fans in the chat interacting with me and stuff like that. And yeah, that's just a quick Monday cup of tea. Wolves reaction. So happy on the blue side. 3 points, clean sheet, Erling Haaland hat-trick, Rico Lewis in the midfield, Manchester born. I'm a lot happier this week than I have been last week, the week before. So listen, keep the faith, relax. 1894 group is in hand. I'm sure they're going to deal with it. Atmosphere is going to improve. Everyone's getting back to full fitness. If anyone knows what's wrong with Phil Foden and they're not speculating, leave it in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you soon. Up the Blues.